Now, in 2018, you were inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but you did not attend the ceremony. Instead, you actually delivered your Pro Football Hall of Fame speech at your alma mater, the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga, and you have not participated in the induction ceremony since because you feel the voting process needs to change. Talk to us about that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's a no-brainer, I think, for a lot of people that have witnessed what has transpired over the years, not only with myself, but when you think about the criteria and you look on the internet and you see what the Hall of Fame embodies, what it encompasses, the criteria in which guys are ultimately inducted, I felt like I checked all those boxes. And so when it came to me, there's this saying that, the goalpost was always moving when it came for my nomination and my induction. And so for me, after the first or second time, understanding and knowing that I was statistically second and third and fourth behind the greatest receiver of all time in Jerry Rice, and for me not to be in or be voted in, within those first two tries, I felt it was very much so disrespectful. And so I got beyond the disappointment part. And so I wanted to take it upon myself to really speak up for myself and understand that, there's a system in place for guys like myself. When you're, I guess, addressing this issue of inducting guys into the Hall of Fame, these are the best guys. They're considered the greatest guys to represent the National Football League. And I felt like I did that. And I wasn't, like I said, I felt deserving of that award the first and second time around. It didn't happen. And so I just took it upon myself to go about and share it with the people that really, really meant the most to me, and that was my family. And a big heads up and a big kudos to my college, University of Tennessee at Chattanooga, that gave me the opportunity to share that moment with my family and my friends at the university there.
That's great.
You know what? If you don't stand up for yourself, who will, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I want to congratulate you on your podcast, Getcha Popcorn Ready with T.O. and Hatch.
Right.
Why did you want to have your own podcast?
If you think about what I just did with the Hall of Fame, I think, just me being able to speak out, having a voice. And, I think a lot of people, they don't really know the person, the personality, the human side of Terrell Owens that everybody knows the football. That's going to obviously kind of come through with the podcast. But again, I'm very opinionated. I'm going to tell it how it is. I'm very truthful. I'm authentic. And that's why, again, I have one of my good friends who's a co-host with me, and Matthew Hatchette, on the show as well.
That sounds like so much fun. And also, you're having too much fun on the launch of your new wine called 81. Congratulations. How did this all happen?
Absolutely. You see it right here. During the pandemic, I think everybody has, used that time to kind of do something different than what they have normally done. And so I'm no different. Obviously kind of developed my palate and taste for wine over the last couple of years. And this opportunity came about through just a mutual friend of the Lasorda family wines and their family. And I got the blessings from the late Mr. Tommy Lasorda. So it was very organic. I'm very thankful for Mr. Tommy Lasorda for giving me the blessings to be able to collaborate. This is obviously something new that I'm taking on. It's just like my football career. And I realized too, wine, the Cabernet, it's very popular in the wine community. And the characteristics of the Cabernet, it's big, it's bold, it's dry, except for the dry part. I know it sounds like I'm kind of describing myself, but no. But this is something that I really. But yeah, this is
like
something I got
combination.
into. Absolutely.
I love it. Now, you wore the number 81 jersey during your 15-year NFL career, but 81 has another sentimental meaning. Tell us about it.
Well, yeah, number one, obviously, number 81 was my football jersey number.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people don't know, like I said, Kobe Bryant was a good friend of mine. And, he shared, some similarities, some I guess, synonymous things with my number. He scored 81 on the Toronto Raptors. And then Kobe had with his shoe collection, he had something that he had designed called the Vino collection. And so just my last interaction and my fond memory of him. Again, this is something too, I just wanted to just try to put something, good out there into the universe, to kind of just share, my moments and with one of the greatest to ever play the game of basketball.
Yeah,
So
that makes
true.
sense. Terrell, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Make sure to check out his podcast, Getcha Popcorn Ready with T.O. and Hatch, and his wine called 81.